2023 Ridgewood Spartans football team.
Hello and welcome as we get set for another week of high school football here. Ken Suter alongside Wayne Hoy as the Ridgewood Spartans will take on the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones as the Spartans meet up at midfield, I guess I could say. The Cyclones will be receiving and defending towards the left side. Ergo, the Spartans there in the gray will be defending the right side, kicking off. Spartans in the gray, Cyclones in the white. This game's brought to you by Western Illinois University. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there's limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. Set to kick off here in Cambridge. Had a fun time trying to figure out where we were going here as the Ridgewood Spartans are consolidation, has about 3 football fields around, and they all play different sports around each other way. I was asking about 4 different people, hey, where do they play football? Well, they play volleyball sometimes in Allwood, and then we have to switch around, try to figure out where we're going. Finally, I just had to ask one of the Bushnell coaches, hey, man, where are you guys going next week? As the Ridgewood Spartans will host the BPC Spartans next week as a Spartan-on-Spartan contest. Set to kick off at the 40. That will be number 1, Connor McKee. And back deep to receive for the Cyclones. Looks like Brody Cordell and Xavier Hilton. Hilton, I do believe, rocking the 2-sleeve look in the Colt. And that'll be a decent kick. Drops at about the 30 and rolls right towards Hilton. Hilton looking inside. He's going to try and pop out left. Gets past 1, down to the 40-yard line, and is down. So that's where the Cyclones will get set up here for their first offensive drive.
On the return, out across the
Xavier Hilton always knows how to get the football and get it where it needs to be. Always finds a hole, finds a gap, finds something. He usually likes to break out of the couple of wrap-ups before he's finally brought down.
Able to break at least 1 or 2, and then really likes to find the sideline, use his speed advantage off the edge. We'll get set up, double tight I formation like always, as Cam Kramer underneath center. It'll be a handoff, gets a good gain of about 2 or 3. That one run in. Let me flip it over to the right side. That's Aiden Akers, 45. Akers starting out this game. Akers also helping out with Austin Nelson as well as a little bit of motion for Brigham Gray. Those 3 as their main power backs to Hilton's more speed, and Jesse Johnson's coming off the edge. We'll have a little bit of wind tonight, so that is our problem here on the sound. We try to mitigate that as much as we can. Upfield for a decent gain. It'll be 3rd at about 4.
Handoff again goes to
we do have our live chat open like always. Let us know if we have any issues with internet speed. We've had about 3 different internet options here. First one's working so far, so let us know. It's a little bit out into the middle of nowhere. Nice field, though, with that cool little berm up top, up and around to the scoreboard to our left. 10:50 remaining on that scoreboard in the first. 3rd and 4 for the Cyclones, still double tight. Really holding the box. Their safety is right there on the line of scrimmage. Sweep right side, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe more. That one for Aiden Akers. They'll give him about a gain of 3. Nope. The down marker moved before the referee did. I wondered how they got that much of a difference. But a 4th and 4, we'll probably see if he wants to go for it or the punt formation. 10-12 remaining in the first. Decent stand for the Spartans here at home. Kramer comes in with the play. They will go for it. Double tight I formation as they crowd the box once again. Hands it off, gets stopped. He's able to push through, almost there, and he does get past the line. But it looks like there might be a fumble on the play. Can't see much of anything. Here's the sideline for the Spartans. It's kind of blocking my view. They didn't make a motion, so it will stay West Prairie Southeastern ball, but where they're going to mark it, they'll mark it behind. So it will be a turnover on downs. I appreciate the players standing right in my way. They will come out with the chains to see.
It's going to be a close one. It's not quite to the 50-yard line, but it
does look like the down marker is just a little bit to the left.
Inches behind it.
I guess if I could stand up, I could stand over him, yeah. A little bit windy, so I'm trying to make sure nothing falls off our table here. They come out here with the chains. Once again, referee standing right in my way. That'd be great. And they did not get it, no. So it will be Spartan ball on the turnover on downs. 9:19 remaining in this first quarter. And Ridgewood gets a chance here with good field position at about the 49.5-yard mark of the Cyclones.
Not a bad place to start off their first offensive drive.
Not at all. We'll see what the offense looks like coming out. West Prairie likes to roll with that double tight I until they have to change it. Have gone into more shotgun formation styles. Looks like it's going to be more of an offset tight end right with one running back. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Hikes it, hands it off, gets a nice block, and he is gone. Gets past one, gets past two. Cam Kramer there to try and get him down, and he does. At about the 5-6-yard line, and a great run by the Spartans.
Inside the 5.
That run by number 21, Taylor Snook.
Ball's going to be spotted right about the 5-yard line.
So we'll be at about the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for Ridgewood. 9 minutes remaining. And we thank the fans for coming out with the cowbell sitting right next to us.
I love the cowbell.
You don't have to lie. You don't have to lie. 1st and 5. It'll be a sweep left side. Has a good block and gets upfield and in for the touchdown.
Handoff to number 23.
Handoff, Preston Moriarty for the rush. And that'll be a quick Spartan touchdown. 6-0 here with 8:51 remaining in the first quarter. So going for the 2-point conversion. We've seen multiple games, especially last week at South Fulton. These 2-point conversions are really going to come down to the wire if it gets anywhere close.
They really do make a difference.
Set for the handoff and a nice pressure upfield, but can't get it to him, as that'll be in for the 2-point conversion. 8-0 your score. We'll take a quick break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 8-0 Spartans after the short touchdown, 2 plays. 8:51 remaining in the first quarter. Set to kick off once again are the Spartans.
The kickoff for the Spartans.
Set to go this one, a high blooper. Picked up by Xavier Hilton. Excuse me, that is Brody Cordell. Susan Braden Copeland. I can't get the right names no matter what. 2s and 5s. Always switch them around. So Copeland gets a decent gain. Gets to about the 32, 33-yard line, and that's where the Cyclones will get set up for the second drive, trying to get a first down on this one. We'll see if they go with the I-type formation, trying with more fullback dives, or try to kick it out, maybe a left or right sweep with Jesse Johnson. Double tight is the look. Looking to pass, Cam Kramer rolling right. He's got one man on him. He's going to be tackled down, sacked for a loss of about 7 or 8.
Sack by number 21, Taylor Snook.
Snook with the sack.
Ball's gonna be spotted
Drops
back
him down to about the 23-yard line, and that's going to be a 2nd and 20.
West Prairie Southeastern.
We probably should have set not right in front of the PA announcer.
It wouldn't be the first time we've sat straight in front of the speakers.
Indeed. 8:11 remaining in the first. Cam Kramer with the play. 2nd and 20. So they'll try to figure out something else. Now, that pass play was a good idea. They've been crowding the entire box. You know, the safeties, they're not even playing with a safety right now. They've just got 3 high up field. Launches it way up there, out and picked off. And he slips him down at the 34-yard line. Intercepted by Sean Watt.
On the play. The Spartans will take over.
So Sean Watt with the interception will give the Ridgewood Spartans great field position once again. And they got to figure out where the ball is. Don't know where the ball boy is. I believe that's him there giving water to the players. Sean Watt with the interception, 7:43, and another chance for Ridgewood to get another quick touchdown here for the halfway mark of the first quarter. Single back formation. It's going to be a trap. Looks to pass, launches it wide open down the line. Cam Kramer's there to tackle him at the 10-yard line, and another long play by Preston Moriarty.
First and 10 for the Spartans.
And we've been saying that about the Cyclones so much this year, is their coverage when they get beat real quick. They really like to bite on those fakes. Lets them open for some passes. And once again, another long gain for Moriarty. 1st and goal from about the 9-yard line. Ridgewood set to go, looking for another touchdown. Hands that one off upfield, and he's got an entire airstrip to run. And gets a gain of about 8, so it'll be 2nd and 2 or 3, we'll say.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, Snook on the run. He just snook that one in.
Oh, boy.
You shouldn't have laughed at that. That was not funny.
I should not have. It was more of a sarcastic laugh. Little pity laugh for you.
Don't pity me. It won't get funnier if you keep on laughing at the dumb ones. 6:45 remaining. 2nd and goal from the 3. Hands it off, slips past the first defender, and Mikey Kitch had him, and that'll be in for the touchdown. There we go. Got 2 ambulances here. I guess 1 for sound and 1 for safety. As they blew a little bit of the siren. 14-0 your score. As the Spartans get set to get the first, 2-point conversion. It'll be a sweep right, and he's got loads of room. And in for the 2-point conversion, 16-0. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 16-0 quick with 6:38 remaining in the first quarter, as the Spartans able to get a turnover on downs and then a interception to set up great field position for him. 2 long plays and punch it in right after. Can't get much of anything, as that is down at about the 35-yard line. Can't do my math. Reception by Braden Copeland. So, 3rd drive for the Cyclones. We'll see what West Prairie Southeastern can cook up here. Still running tight. A defensive formation. They got a 4-man front, 2 men out there on the linebackers, and then roll man 2. looks for the sweep, and they do hand it up the middle to Xavier Hilton. He gets a gain of maybe 1, and they'll go for a 2nd and 9.
Handoff goes to number 21.
They saw Johnson in motion, and everybody shifted left looking for it.
After a gain of about 1.
Spartan defense is kind of dominating the ball game so far, and as well as their offense, I guess you could say, in this first quarter, it's been a quick 2 touchdowns. Let's just keep it at that, I suppose.
2 quick touchdowns, and pretty much a quick 3 and out and a quick interception. Once again, man in motion. This time it is Austin Nelson. He slips up on the dew down there. Did get a little rain earlier today, but not too much. But now with that drop in temperature, the dew has come out. 3rd and about 12.
Brought down in the backfield by number 21, Taylor Snook. Going to bring up 3rd and 11 for West Prairie Southeastern.
It definitely is a cold one out here. I know I was complaining towards the end of some games that it was chilly, but no, it's going to be very chilly all game.
Temperature right now at 48 degrees Fahrenheit.
If we were in the middle of winter, this would be
great. I'd be in shorts right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
48 degrees. It says that heavy rain is incoming. Doubt that, as I don't see the cloud in the sky, but we'll kind of take my computer's word for it. Hilton, and he is tripped up by a helmet to the knee, and another loss of yards for the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones.
Brought down near the line of scrimmage by number 34, Gavin Franks. Going to bring up
so 4th and long. So we'll see what they try to go for here. It will be a punt. They're not dropping anyone back. Oh, there they go. They drop. That is Sean Watts back.
Kramer set the punt for West Prairie Southeastern. Number 42, Sean Watt back to receive.
Gets the snap, gets the punt, and it's a nice punt, and that drops at about the 35-yard line, rolls to the 30. Make it at 29, and that's where they'll pick it up. So another 3 and out for West Prairie Southeastern, as the Spartans will take over this time in a little bit worse field position than they've been in the past 2 tries. This game brought to you by Ron Ilby Auto Sales, with locations in Macomb and Augusta. And with 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Ilby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.ilbysellscars.com to check out their inventory. 1st and 10, still going with the double tight look. 1 running back behind. It'll be a sweep. He looks upfield and tackled down by Carter Hitz and a few others. Mikey Kitchen there as well. Gets a gain of about 3.
There was a hole there, but the Cyclone defense kind of closed it up as quick as they could.
Had that cut back, able to get lateral and down. 3:50 remaining in this first quarter, 16-0 your score. Under centered, Riley Couture. Looking, and it's going to be a handoff once again. This time he's got loads of running room and a blocker. Blocker gets past 1, rips around, and has Cam Kramer to stop him at the 33-yard line, and another long gain and first down for the Ridgewood Spartans.
35-yard line by number 3, Cam Kramer. 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
Spartans on the long run. Trying to see, it looks like, could be wrong, but their gray jerseys might have a little bit of a shoulder strap of that blue. Either that or it's shadows messing with me. 1st and 10. Man in motion, left side, and it's going to look to pass. Drops back, launches it high on the screen. the slant, and will not be able to get it. Cam Kramer on the defense. I think he might have had a better chance if he just went ahead with that wheel route out instead of trying to cut back in.
Absolutely. There was nobody on the sideline to stop him if he did catch the ball.
Only had 1 high safety, and that's Cam out there. So 2nd and 10. Do believe this is one of 2 second downs this team has had this game so far.
Trying to repeat exactly what they've done the last 2 times they've had the offensive possession.
What they've done.
What they've done.
What they've did.
what they have done.
I don't even know which one's right. They'll go left side this time, and that is stopped down. Decent gain of about 2 or 3 just by stretching out, but a great pickup laterally by Clayton Hunt to pick him. And that stops maybe a gain of 1, and the first third down for the Spartans here, 3 minutes in. It'll be 3rd and 7.
3rd and 8 for the Spartans.
3 minutes to go.
3 minutes to go, 16 to nothing. Third down situation now for the Spartans. We'll see what they try to pull out. They had a few pass plays, one good, one not so good. Try to go on that far side. The sweep right has really been working. No man in motion. They are going to hand him off left side, and he gets upfield, and he does not get the first down. So it'll be 4th down Ridgewood. And they really have to work out there on that right side. Do believe that was number 23, Preston Moriarty, on the left side. He was just a little bit quick off the snap there. A little bit. He knew he was the man in motion, knew he was getting the ball, and right when he said set, he was already stepping back to get ready. So 4th and 5, 2 minutes remaining in the first. We'll see what they try. Under center. They look to pass. Rolling left side, has 2 man on. Cam Kramer gets just the tiniest of tits, I do believe, and incomplete, as it'll be first down for the Cyclones, able to stop him here on the turnover on downs. 1:51 remaining, and West Prairie Southeastern gets the ball for their 4th drive.
That might be the break Cyclones need to get the ball rolling here.
Exactly. You know, they just needed to get into some rhythm. These quick plays have really been killing them now, 16 to nothing. Now they have a chance to get a little bit of time on their side, 1:51, so really no rush. You've got time. Just get through, do your job, get 4 yards. Just keep on getting 4 yards. I formation double tight once again for the Cyclones. Hand down, fullback dive, and that is ball on the ground. We'll see who comes up with it. I do believe it is West Prairie. Fumbled on the handoff, as they'll move him back, maybe 1. Oh, they won't even move him back. They'll say got right back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Carter hits the intended rusher there. And I tell you, this first cold game for him, that's going to be a little bit of some issues most likely, as that ball hardens up instantly when it drops past 50. Hands it off again. This time it is just completely swamped. No chance, as there are defenders in the backfield before he got the handoff off.
On the play by number 25, Roy Sandberg.
So 3rd and long, about 3rd and 14 for the Cyclones.
For West Prairie Southeastern.
I think with the defensive line, how they're getting past so quick, you're going to have to go with some more quick, hard-hitting type plays instead of a long, drawn-out. Can't really have a lot of motions going on or anything.
Absolutely. You got a real fast play to try to beat that defense getting up on you like that.
Offensive line might have to shorten up their splits a little bit, close some of the holes, especially if they're going to be running a lot of off-tackle stuff. That's a little easy way to cheat just the tiniest bit. They'll go into shotgun formation. Can't see. It looks like just 1 man wide, 1 man tight. Looking to pass. Hilton, he's going to stand up. He's going to go for it. He's got a left side. He got 1-2 man on him. Steps out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So 4th and about 4th and 6 for the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones.
Might be looking at another punt situation here.
I do believe as they set back to punt, Austin Nelson. 10 seconds remaining in the first. 16 to nothing your score as the Ridgewood Spartans get 2 quick touchdowns on the board. Punt is up, and it is blocked. Blocked punt. It is picked up by Clayton Hunt. Clayton Hunt's going right side, and I don't believe he can get it as he stepped out of bounds at about the 37-yard line, but a great heads-up play. That's why you always do the tip drill on defense to get Clayton Hunt that ball, but can't get enough. So 1st and 10 for the Ridgewood Spartans with 2 seconds left in this first quarter.
That would have been a play you almost never see. A blocked punt.
It goes in for the first down.
In for a first down.
Just had 1 man on the right. You know, I'm surprised the Ridgewood Spartans are doing this well defensively. Just looking at their setup, they've had 2 down man, 2 right sides coming in. Really no high safeties at all. First and 10, left side, they'll hand it off and gets through completely. No one to beat as Cam cannot get him in for the touchdown.
Snuck on the carry, in for the Ridgewood touchdown.
Another Spartans touchdown on the rush inside. And once again, Taylor sneaks that one in for the touchdown.
He definitely snuck it by me because I could not tell where the handoff went.
So 22-0 now your score as the Spartans score once again. And man, with that play, they are leaving so much room wide open. Their linebackers are completely covering the 2 men going in far sides, and they're just leaving 1 safety there for Cam. And he'll roll right side, gets a block, and in for the 2-point conversion. 24-0 your score as the Spartans lead. We'll take a break and get set for the second quarter right after this.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as we get set for the second quarter. Set to kick off are the Spartans once again. This game brought to you by Mudd Insurance Group. Thank you for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. This coverage of Southeastern West Prairie football is brought to you by Mudd Insurance Group and Grinnell Mutual. Contact Mudd Insurance today for your home, auto, farm, commercial, life, health, and Medicare insurance needs. And live life knowing you're covered.
He's going to pick up that, he's going to be brought down exactly where he picked that ball up.
11:55 remaining in the half. First and 10 as the Cyclones will get set up and try to get some on the board here, down 24.
Hey, maybe going the other way will, maybe that's the way the ball needs to roll.
Mayhaps. Maybe, they like the scoreboard side more than the trees.
They got the wind behind them now, so maybe they'll air it out.
That is true. We'll see. First and 10. They'll go into shotgun formation. The receiver left, wide. Hands it off, gets past one, and cannot get past the second one as he is stopped past the line of scrimmage. About a loss of 1 or 2, and second and long.
Backfilled by number 21, Taylor Snook, going to bring up second and 13 for West Prairie Southeastern.
Okay. Heard a thud here. I was just making sure that was somebody's water bottle and not the camera. Second and 10.
I think you'll know if the camera falls
Yeah,
over.
I think I would know too. I've dropped one of these cameras before. It's not great. It's not great. Pretty sure we still have the broken camera just hanging out in the house 2 or 3 years later. Second and long. Shotgun formation for Cam Kramer. Sends Xavier in motion. It's going to be a shovel pass. Gets past one. Carter hits on the rush. Gets past the 40 to about the 43-yard line. They'll mark about the 44. A nice pickup. And gets about 6 yards to a first down. 10:56 remaining as he steps out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. Ball on the 44-yard line.
I think the offense is starting to get a little bit of a rhythm. They haven't quite worked out their footwork yet, but I think they're going to bring it on.
Only 1 first down so far for the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. Cam will come in with the ball. Excuse me with the play. Can't get my nouns right, I guess. Still into shotgun formation, now wide left. Excuse me, wide right. Shotgun. They hand it off to Nelson. Nelson, he keeps on trucking to try and get, and watch out as he is stopped down. Maybe a loss of 1. And man, they stood him up, and you could see, I do believe that was maybe 23 coming in from the right side, looking just to finish off that play. And another 4th down for West Prairie. Nelson will step off. 10:25 remaining here in this first half. See what the Cyclones want to do. Cam Kramer sitting there talking to Coach McCormick. This game brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Cyclone student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. And we'll see. I do believe the timeout was called before the flag came out. I think it might have been a delay of the game coming in. But with that timeout, we'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I formation double tight for the Cyclones, 4th and 6. They're going to try and get this one for their second first down of the game. 9:57 remaining in the first half. And they draw them offsides after even the timeout. As you know as well as I do, if you have a timeout on 4th down and they go double tight, everybody and their mom is saying, watch the ball, watch the ball, watch the ball. They had 3 men go offsides there, so that'll drop it to a 4th and 1. 4th and 2, maybe he can't. There we go. I guess the scoreboard operator was wrong on the 4th and 6 judgment. More like a 4th and 7 at that point. So 4th and 2, we'll see what they try to do. If I had them, try to draw them offsides again. Go shotgun this time.
Absolutely.
Try to draw them off sides.
Let's hear it, Spartan fans. 4th and 1.
So 4th and 2. 4th and 2. I formation, double tight. It'll be a sweep left side. Gets past 1, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. He will not be able to get it. So it will be another turnover on downs, and the Spartans will get good field position again here with 9:50 remaining in the first half. Just nothing offensively. It's just really worked so far.
Nothing yet. I think the Spartans definitely did a little bit of their homework, knows the Cyclones don't pass too often, and they've definitely just been swallowing up anything running up the middle or even sweeps.
That fullback dive we always talk about, it really is just the main basis of this offensive set. If that's open, then they can go right back to it to settle everyone down. Now they'll try it 1st and 10 with single wide. A little bit of a mess up there. I have no idea. It's a sweep. Left side. They get almost a first down. Take it down at the 40-yard line. And I don't even know how you on the football field are going to figure out where it went. I was sitting there watching the entire handoff, and I have no idea where it went.
See, that's one of those confusing handoffs that I actually was able to pick up and follow.
That's a great setup here to confuse. If they can get a little bit more push on the defensive line, that pretty much takes that whole which one is it going out of the equation, because if you bundle them all up and everybody trips over each other, you don't have a handoff. 2nd and 1. Looks like it's a dive, tackled down, and we'll get the first down. So another first down for the Ridgewood Spartans as they chug towards a touchdown. 9:08 remaining here at about the 36-yard line. Spartans lined up underneath. Handoff right side, gets past one, and there will be a flag for most likely a block at the back. We'll see. Block at the back or holding. It will be a hold as the back judge threw that out instantly. So they'll mark him back 10 from the line of scrimmage. I do believe it was about the line of scrimmage.
You can definitely hear the wind blowing.
Yeah, that's your mic.
It's probably because I'm standing and out in the open.
Yeah, if you talk and tilt towards me, you don't hear it at all.
Make it 1st and 20.
I am blocking the wind from your mic, so I just might step out.
Ah, you're welcome. So first and, well, let's say about 22, 23 is a little bit behind the line of scrimmage. 8:39 remaining. Is it me, or did they not stop the clock during that entire time?
I don't believe they did.
Oh. Trying to get this one over with a little bit quicker. I see. 1st and long. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper right side. They cut block everyone down. Gets out to the sideline, and a decent gain of about 5. And 2nd and long.
By number 3, Cam Kramer.
Kramer able to tackle him down. You know, Kramer's always been a good defensive player for them as that safety, that last line of defense, but he's working overtime tonight to really stop him.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
I mean, once the ball carrier gets past the line, that's really the only person there is to stop him.
And it's going to be a false start. It looked like the left side of the line was just too slow getting up. I was talking about that a little bit earlier. They've had a little bit of issues all coming together, and that'll mark them back 5. And they'll try it again. 8:17 remaining in the first half. A 2nd and super long. And that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20. Yeah, about 31. No, I'm not doing my math right. I shouldn't be doing math.
It's about 20. It's about 20.
I should not be doing math. I just felt my first sprinkle.
Yeah, I did as well.
Here it starts to come down. So 2nd and long. Hands it off upfield, and a nice run by the Spartans. Stopped at about the 40-yard line.
Hand off to number 8, Luke Gully.
Oh, and just for safety here, I'm going to step out and grab the
41-yard line. It will be 3rd down for the Spartans.
Was we do have some coverages. Wait. I think that was the first little sprinkle. I haven't felt anything since.
No, I haven't felt anything since either.
So we'll go for now. Next break, I will run out and try to grab some garbage bags so we don't lose any camera equipment as we're out here in the stands. QB looking to pass and launches it left-handed, and that is caught. That is caught. He is on the ground and almost a 1st down. A great catch on the far side. They roll right with the left-handed quarterback.
Sandberg is complete.
And the pass to Sandberg gets a nice gain. It'll be about 4th and close.
Bring up 4th and 2.
4th and 2 will be the call. Man, I didn't think he was able to get that as they ran down, dived at the last second, got the hands under. 4th and short. Cyclones have to watch out. Don't jump. A run right side and another long touchdown and another false start should have been the call.
Number 21, Taylor Snook is in.
Snook gets another rushing touchdown. That makes it 30-0.
I am starting to feel a few more drops.
So with that second 2-point conversion will be coming up. He's set to see this one, trying to make it a 32-0 game. I tell you, these band players, especially the trumpets players, their lips are going to be chapped at the end of this one.
Oh, absolutely.
There's nothing worse than playing in the cold.
I got lucky and I was a drummer, so.
Oh, yeah.
Although I could barely hold my sticks in the cold.
And a flag. We'll see what the call is. A delay of game on a 2-point conversion. Okay. That'll mark them back to the 7-yard line, and they'll line up and try it again. So, 1st and 7 on the 2-point conversion. Looks to pass, launches it, and he's stopped. He will not get it. No good. No good. So 30-0 your score. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets a much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We're now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available, so with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
For West Prairie Southeastern.
And welcome back. It is 2nd down and about 7. Had to run and grab some trash bags here.
Only notable play was about, I'd say, a 15-yard run by Hilton for their 1st and 10.
So 2nd and about 8. So we'll be able to kind of cover a few things here just in case we do get some more rain. Shotgun formation, looks to pass. He's got one man on him, and he's going to tear him down past the 40 to about the 37-yard line.
Taken down in the backfield by number 4, Owen
and
Henderson.
Kramer gets sacked for another long loss.
Bring up 3rd and long for West Prairie Southeastern.
So West Prairie, a 3rd and long. Third and about 18 or 19. Kramer comes out with the play. And rolling left side, that is Austin Nelson. And he's going to chug through past the 40 to the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th
Number
and long.
34, Austin Nelson on the carry. We'll have 4th and 14 for West Prairie Southeastern.
4th and 14 for them. We'll see what they try to do. Look to punt now. With 4:44 remaining. 30-0 your score. High snap. That one barely got off. Rolls right, rolls up, and stopped at the 35-yard line. That's where the Ridgewood Spartans will set up once again, 30-0.
Take over 1st and 10.
First and 10 for the Spartans. Once again, rolling offensively, 30-0 so far today. You know, it's just a little bit of a, I don't know. You know, it said some rain was coming. I had some sprinkles, so I ran out here just to grab my, you know, a little bit of rain protection, but it ain't going. As a nice roll and down almost to the first down. Tackled down by Xavier Hilton, I do believe. Yep.
Down marker.
So a 2nd and short. Maybe a 1st down. We'll see. They'll say move them on ahead. So another 1st down for Ridgewood. 4 minutes remaining in the half. As they'll roll a clock. Pretty much just everything's been working for them.
Absolutely. They haven't had any real tough breaks yet.
1 turnover on down stopped by the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. Other than that, nothing. That one stopped at the line of scrimmage. Great run. Set down.
He stopped on the play by number 45.
At about a loss of
Aiden
2.
Akers, number 50, Drew Powell.
Though maybe a loss of 1. Aiden Akers in there on the tackle.
Bring up 2nd and 11 for the Spartans.
2nd and 11 for Ridgewood. 3:20 remaining here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. As this game is brought to you by Adams Experts. Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. And a little shuffle step to get a blocker leads to another Ridgewood 1st down.
Number 25, Roy Sandberg. He ran out of bounds on the play by number 21, Xavier Hilton, but it is good.
Hilton able to roll him out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at 2:49 remaining in the 1st half. 1st and 10 for the Spartans once again. We'll see what they come out offensively in. Same formation's really been working for them with that little stutter step to the left side.
Yeah, if it's not broke, I might as well not fix it now if it keeps working. Already up by 30.
1st and 10, 1 man back. And looks to pass. He's got lots of room. And he is caught, and he's trying to stuff a step. Going to let the tackle down at the 10. And Xavier Hilton on the tackle.
10 will call it the 11-yard line.
And you know, it's so hard to really game plan against the Spartans so far today as everything's been working. You can't see if a pass is going to come by, so you have multiple players playing up looking for that infield run. But, man, the pass play works too. Can't let anybody get past you. And both safeties really just held out going, okay, I sit here. This is my zone. And let the guy right next to him go by.
The Spartans are absolutely trying to solidify their potential victory here before the half even ends.
Trying to make it a 36-point game. Getting underneath as they start to count down. Sweep left, gets past 1 defender and has a blocker. It stopped right about the goal line. We'll see maybe about 2 to go.
He's going to be ran out of bounds just short of the goal line.
Just short, as it'll be second and goal from the 2. I swear, as soon as I start to say something, this PA announcer, he's just got me on it. It's like he's reading my mind.
You got to be quicker than that.
So at the 2-minute warning, if we had such things. Second down, 2 to go on the 2-minute warning. Hands it off, reverse, right side, and he goes in for the touchdown.
Number 25, Roy Sandberg, and he is in for the Ridgewood
Sandberg in
touchdown.
for the touchdown. That'll make it 36-0. So looking for the 2-point conversion to make it a 38-point game are the Ridgewood Spartans. And I mean, what are you gonna do?
I mean, definitely a great lead to start the next half, but
They pretty much just got to shore up everything. You know, it's just West Prairie Southeastern's not getting enough push off the ball to really stop a lot of these plays. As that one finally stopped on the 2-point conversion. It's 2 in a row that have not been able to go. 36-0 will be your score. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And to add on to the game, it looks like we're having tripod issues, so apologies if it looks a little wobbly.
might be a little wobbly.
This game brought to you by McDonough Telephone Cooperative. This West Prairie game stream is made possible by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. McDonough Telephone offers lightning fast and reliable fiber internet, video, camera, and phone systems to the McDonough County area. Call 309-776-3211 to check your availability. 1:55 remaining in the half. They'll kick it off, and that is a high blooper. That little blooper sent them running down to about the 43-yard line.
By number 6, Mitchell Wilcox.
Excellent decision by number 6 to just
get down,
secure the ball, and just lay on it.
43-yard line, where West Prairie Southeastern will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Cyclones. 1:54 remaining, going to try and get some points on the board. Looks like some cheerleaders practicing some line dance moves. Cotton Eye Joe, you don't spin around in a circle, you just keep it straight. Looking as he gets a nice gain of about 3. Austin Nelson, he is finally tackled down.
Number 34, Austin Nelson. He stopped on the play by number 25.
Nelson gets a gain of maybe...
2nd and 10 for West Prairie Southeastern.
Man, they won't even give him anything on that. Looked like he got maybe 1 or 2 on forward progress.
Yeah, I definitely thought he got 1 or 2.
1:33 remaining in this first half. 2nd and 10 as West Prairie is going to try and get something rolling. And man, especially when it's cold out here, you don't even get much of a halftime, as the entire halftime you're just sitting there freezing to death.
Yeah, I'm not quite looking forward to halftime.
Just go inside.
We're
right next to the crow's nest.
Might be the best option here.
2nd and 10. Shotgun formation, hands it off, right side. Xavier Hilton finds a hole, but it is swallowed up quickly by the Spartans defense. 1 minute remaining here in this second quarter.
3rd and 9 for West Prairie Southeastern.
Looks like the Flanagan is beating the BPC Spartans 7-0 at the half. Close game there. Let me check some other local scores. Third, as it'll be 3rd down, 21 seconds remaining in the half. Ball on the ground.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by West Prairie Southeastern.
Be West Prairie Southeastern, and that'll be the end of the half. Quick score is around the area. Knoxville leading the West Hancock Titans 25-8.
Your Ridgewood Spartans 36.
As at
West Prairie
halftime,
Southeastern
the
0.
A-Town Tornadoes lead the Havana Ducks 7-0. And the Elmwood Brimfield Trojans leading 14-8 over the Macomb Bombers. So we'll take a break here for halftime and be back in just a few minutes here at the Ridgewood Spartans leading 36-0. We'll take a break. And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. As we get set for the third quarter, had a little bit longer halftime than normal as we had to waterproof our little setup here, which just means about 4, dollar store trash bags with holes cut in them so you can see the camera. But in any case, it's going to work for right now at least. We'll see if any more rain hits heavily. I doubt it will, but just in case. Set to go for the second half. 36-0 your score. This game's brought to you by the Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Macomb is the Sports Corner at 124, with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games in all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Ooh, wish the Sports Corner was a little bit closer of a drive now. As I tell you, we're about an hour and 20 minutes away from home or so, and boy, I'm hungry.
Yeah, Sports Corner never sounds like a bad idea.
Oh man, the horseshoes there are the greatest in town. So set to kick off will be the Cyclones. Spartans to receive. And they launch this one to the left corner, drops at about the 30, and they pick it up to the 25-yard line. And Austin Nelson first to pick him up as they push him back. We'll see where they mark him at the start, but good kick there by Austin Nelson to run down and get his own pickup.
Right about the 29-yard line where it will be first.
They'll say the 29 as the Spartans get set for the first drive of the second half. Had the first half on lock, as you can see, 36-0. We'll see if they can continue this or if that little halftime break helped out the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. Hasn't really gotten too much colder. The wind has picked up a little bit, but other than that, it's still just as cold as it was. Hands it off, first down, and he gets a gain of maybe 1. Great defensive stop there by the Cyclones.
I think it might just, along with wind chill, it feels like it got even colder just because we were standing here waiting for the second half to start.
I'm just waiting for the sun to come out in about...
About when?
I'm an idiot, all right? It's been a cold day, all right? I can't think. All my blood's stuck in my head. 2nd and 9 as they look to sweep. Oh, they look to go through. Got me, and they got the rest of the Cyclones as a long touchdown pickup by Sandberg once again, his second rush in a row for a Spartan touchdown. So 42-0 now. Let's see if they can get the 2-point conversion, the Spartans, with another long rush.
Unfortunately for this game, it might be the Cyclones just wanting to get any points on the board. Because it's small victories like that make you walk away without as much of a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, you just want to see some good come out of it.
Absolutely.
So set for the 2-point conversion here with 11:7 remaining. Handed upfield and in for the score. So another minute, another touchdown as 44 is your score. To the Cyclones, nothing. We'll take a break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Country
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 44-0 your score, with 11:07 remaining. This game brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best. 3 convenient locations serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell.
Number 21, Taylor Snook.
Set to kick off once again is Snook.
Cyclones, number 2.
And a long kickoff as it is picked up. Driving in, he runs right into few defenders at about the 20-yard line.
I saw they try to get a little bit of a fake back there, try to confuse which one had the ball running upfield. Confused me a little bit, had to double check, make sure.
You know, with long kickoffs like that, when you have time to set up, a little bit of that fake works, but a lot of times, especially here in the 8-man, you're not really getting too much of a setup.
No.
As you're getting mostly quick kicks. There we go. That one picked up by Copeland. Man, I don't know what type of paper this was used on, but I guess me folding it about 27,000 times today has not helped it. Runs, and he finds the right side, trying to get through. That is Xavier Hilton, a nice gain before he's tackled down past the 30-yard line to about the 32.
Number 21, Xavier Hilton.
Nice gain for the Cyclones.
And not a bad run there at all.
Oh, and they will give him the first down. So another first down, Cyclones. Ooh, man. I tell you, that is a mistake right there. I can see down 2 players on the Ridgewood side with their helmets off. Boy, you don't want to do that, because now you're going to rip your ears off trying to get that back on.
Absolutely.
Handoff. Austin Nelson is, he is just tripped up by the DN. Decent job to get a hold of it and bring him down. And that'll be a 2nd and about 6 with 9:36 remaining.
You know, with the helmet off, I'd be not as scared of trying to rip my ears out trying to get the helmet back on, but of what my coach would have said.
Well, that too, that too. I don't know how different programs are with it as we get some more rain here. Good thing I got the trash bags out. Rolling right side, it will be Xavier Hilton. He's going to fight through for another first down. He takes a big hit.
Excellent run there.
Yeah, that's what you just got to do at this point. You guys got to put your head down and run. And if I'm not mistaken, that's a little bit of a flurry started, as that is not rain.
Yep, I just felt some.
Folks, we've got the first little flurries of the year, at least for me.
Felt ice hit my face.
Great. Nothing more than I wanted. It was summer yesterday. It was in the 65, 66 range yesterday. And boy, we're talking about a long run there for Austin Nelson as they move the chains once again. 8:30 remaining.
Well, hey, maybe this could be a comeback half.
So another first down for the Cyclones. We'll see. They keep on running there. Got some decent gains so far. Going to the left and right off tackle looks. We'll see if they try to push something upfield. We'll stay in that shotgun, 2-man tight. Gives them a little bit more room to set the play up, and that's going to be Xavier Hilton as he rushed through, and he gets past. He is in for a Cyclone touchdown. Cyclones get on the field. Xavier Hilton able to get through. And, man, I didn't think he was going to get that. He was sitting there waiting, looking for a hole to open up. Finally does. So he gets past the linebackers and in for 6.
The way you stopped up, I was concerned that the ref would blow the whistle.
So 44-6 now your score. Oh, excuse me. Oh, hello. I went to wipe off our laptop screen. The laptop is touch screen, apparently.
I didn't know that.
Hopefully that did not mess up anything. It doesn't look like it. I didn't know they had that. I didn't know they could do that. As that'll run, and they're trying to push it in for the score. They cannot get in. 44-6 your score. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH
Find the right cycle combinations. Simply choose what and how you want to wash and dry to help keep clothes looking their best. Intuitive controls, brought to you by Whirlpool.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH's. Well, looks like our internet just dropped down there. That's always wonderful to see. I guess we'll put that back up top where I was, trying to keep it away from the rain. I'll just have to cover it with my hand, I guess. 44-6. We use our phone for hotspot. I guess I should. You know, the internet really isn't a tangible product. 7:47 remaining on the kickoff. It goes straight to the defender there, and he gets past one, he gets past two, he has got a blocker. Cornell not able to grab him to the sideline, to the 30. Great cover, great run there on the return. And once again, Spartans with some great field position. 7:20. It looks like we might have running clock unless they didn't run out of bounds. I thought he did.
I thought he did as well.
At any rate, first and 10 for the Spartans. As it continues to come down, still some little flurry action.
Lightened up a little bit, not too much, but
just enough that I don't really want to get it into all of our cords and such. First and 10. Spartans set up once again in that tight formation, single back. Trap as they'll run right as he's trying to be stopped. Finally brought down, had a great hand on it. Do believe that was Carter Hitz, and a flag afterwards. So we'll see a 15 mark off for someone. Assume that'll be unsportsmanlike conduct, as that was a very late flag. Yep, and they're marking the T. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. So they'll offset as a, hey, slow your roll to everybody down there. So offsetting of penalties, 5:15 remaining.
wonder if it was a little bit of trash talk or maybe they got into it. I didn't quite see anybody get into it, so it might have been verbal.
Just a little bit of verbal sparring. And so try it again, first and 10.
As I've said before, that little verbal confrontation kind of makes it a little more fun for the players every so often.
That depends, you know. It's not so fun when it's a 44-6 game.
Absolutely.
And they just blew that play completely up. That was such a great decision to send the blitz in. Had the entire team amped up after the offsetting plays. Penalties, excuse me. And now it'll be 3rd and long. So I wonder what the Ridgewood Spartans said to let that happen. Entire defensive line stepped up their game. It's probably what they should have came out with at the beginning. But in any case, 3rd and long, 4:50 remaining here in the 3rd. Man, it's not getting any heavier. It's just continuing to kind of just lightly breeze its way. And the quick fake, not able to get a hold of him, but there's Micah Kitchen. He's going to not be able to get a hold of him. Runs down the sideline, and it'll be a 4th and maybe 12, depending on how much they give it to him.
Andrew Hunt, it will bring up 4th down for the Spartans.
4th and 4 for the Spartans here with 4 minutes remaining. Four minutes remaining now, 44-6. As quarterback number 4 comes in. Somehow I lost my roster sheet.
I've got an extra for you.
Oh, thanks. And this one isn't as marked up as mine. 4th and 4 with new quarterback Owen Anderson, the junior. And that is on the ground, a fumble. So in any case, it is Cyclone ball at about the 39-40 yard line for a first and 10, 3:30 remaining, and oh boy.
First and 10 at about the 40-yard line.
I don't know how I'm going to wipe off this screen without anything messing on it. I'll just try to keep things as protected as I can. First and 10. These Cyclones get set to another go-around. Offensive drive. I'm going to have to start double bagging some of this stuff as it is coming down a little bit harder. First and 10, hands it off, right side. And Austin Nelson gets a gain of about 4.
Number 34.
Nope, that is a bad idea. That is a bad idea.
He's brought down by number 85, Landon Lawson.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like a touch screen outdoors in the rain.
Golly. Okay, folks, hold on. There we go. That almost ended the stream. Let me wipe that off, make sure that nothing bad happened. Please don't let anything bad happen.
We're going to have to find a way to disable that sometime.
Yeah, that would be great. I don't know why anybody really would want a touchscreen normal laptop. It seems useless in my mind. Hands it off, not useless. Xavier Hilton today as he gets a long gain and close. He's got to outrun 2. Down to the sideline, down to the 10, and tripped up at about the 7-yard line for the Cyclones. 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
Xavier Hilton. Long run on the play, but he will be stopped short of the goal line by number 6, Waylon Tucker. First and goal for
So first and goal for the Cyclones. Trying to check here. Didn't look like anything went bad on our side. That raindrop hit perfectly on the end stream button, which would be very, 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 very bad. Here's we're trying to get things rolling for you here. Even through the little bit of rain. First and goal from about the 7. Hands it off. And Austin Nelson can't get much of anything going. Maybe a loss of 1.
Hand off to number 34, Austin Nelson. He's brought down on the play by number 2, Wes Sandberg.
And it looks like we do have an injury on the play. So we will take a quick break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And back after the injury timeout, Austin Nelson looked a little bit shaken up there. Trying to fix our computer here.
Lined up again, second and goal.
Oh, what in the heck did I do?
I formation.
There we go. Roll right, trying to get through, and he cannot.
Hand off to number 21, Xavier Hilton. He will be stopped short by a host of Spartans on the play. It will bring
Moved it up a couple of hash marks at least.
third and goal to go from the 4.
About 4 to go.
I'm trying, folks. I'm really trying, but I mean, our computer is just really wigging out. Third and 4, hands it off. Almost there. And they'll say 4th down at the goal line.
Number 4, Brigham Gray. He is stopped short of the goal line, so it will bring up 4th down.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter, 44-6. We'll take a break and try to wipe things down, and hopefully it won't be much of an issue as right after this.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH as we get set for the fourth quarter.
4th and goal.
It'll be 4th and goal for the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. Hands it off to Xavier, and Xavier is in for the touchdown. Cyclones get back onto the board, makes it a 44-12 game.
Hilton is in for the West Prairie Southeastern touchdown.
Set to go for a 2-point conversion are the Cyclones to make it a 30-point game. 11:53 remaining in the fourth. Two-point conversion looking. They'll go double tight. I. Hands it off to Hilton, and Hilton will try to dive in. He will not be able to get it. So 44-12 will be your score. We'll take a break and be back.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
At Country Financial.
Back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 44-12 your score. Set to kick off for the Cyclone once again. And man, still 48 degrees. Hasn't changed anything since the beginning of the game. But this little rain-snow combo really isn't helping.
Yeah, it could have fooled me. If you would have told me it dropped at least 5 degrees, I would have been I would have totally believed it.
Oh, you should have worn a full coat then.
I should have.
No Hood Jones out here.
It's not too bad. I got my ears covered with the headset. It's not too bad.
Well, yeah, because your ears take up the entirety of your head.
They do.
Old Dumbo out here. Set to kick off.
And I still can't hear.
Now we do have Clayton Hunt in to kick as Austin Nelson was injured. And that's a line drive laser right to the receiver. Ooh. Stopped at the 35-yard line, a little click up. And it will be another drive for the Ridgewood Spartans, 44-12 their score.
Clayton Hunt. The Spartans will take over 1st and 10.
First and 10 as they stretch out the chains. Seek the underneath. Looks like a sweep left. And he's got nice blockers as he's going to go, has one to beat. And he's going to dive, try to get him. Oh, and in for the touchdown. Man, he had two players right there that probably could have got him. So Ridgewood gets in for another rushing touchdown to make it a 50-12 game. Set for the two-point conversion. You'd think you'd probably go for a kneel here. There's no reason to really go for two. Leading by 38, you probably. Oh, well, we'll see. And they will go for it. Sweep right. He is in for the two-point conversion. 52-12, your score.
And he is in for the two-point conversion.
We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Find the right cycle combinations. Simply choose what and how you want to wash and dry to help keep clothes looking their best. Intuitive controls, brought to you by Whirlpool.
At Country Finance.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 52-12, your score. Set to kick once again. 10:47 remaining. That one is a blooper, able to grab it and gets a decent gain up to about the 44-yard line. That is Brody Cordell on the recovery, and now the Cyclones will get another chance offensively.
Brought down the play by number 0, Carter.
And I tell you, I cannot trust this little weather app thing that's telling me right on the laptop screen. It says it's clear skies.
It might be now, looking right up at it.
From feel, it's still wet.
Oh, yeah.
Still coming down a little lightly. Cyclones now discussing over there. Have the full team talking to coach. Looks like getting some more substitutions in. We'll most likely see some JV players moving in. 9:54 remaining in this game, as indeed they do have the JV out. 1st and 10, I formation. Hands it off, fullback dive. Brody Cordell with the run.
Hand off to number 5, Brody Cordell.
Gets a gain of about 5 on the play.
Going to be a gain of about 5 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 5.
New quarterback Tristan Hester,
down to about 20
the sophomore.
Pork chops left. I'm told 20 pork chops left. They are only $3, so come over and get one of those, and you can snag a $1 hot dog while you're here. $3 pork chops, $1 hot dogs.
2nd and 6. And no way, you can't go and get the $3 pork chops and the $1 hot dog. You have to use the camera.
Definitely is not a bad deal, though.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. Hands ball off, fullback dive, and he runs right into it. Gets a nice gain of about 2 or 3, and 3rd down for the Cyclones.
Number 40, Brigham Gray.
Brigham Gray on the rush, number 40.
Gain of about 2 brings up 3rd and 3, and I am now told that the pork chops are down to $2. You can get a
$2. Okay, I'll be back.
Come over and get one of those last 20 pork chops.
I formation, 3rd and 4. Cyclones looking for a blitz right side. Hands it off, fullback dive. He gets a great push in the 1st down. Give it to him. He had it on the forward momentum, and they do. So with 8:30 left in the game, Cyclones get another 1st down.
Down on the play by number 85, Landon Lawson. However, it is good for a West Prairie Southeastern 1st down.
Now, it's usually a bad sign when you're cold and then you randomly start feeling warm. Usually a bad sign, but I'm kind of starting to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, I tell you, that wind has really died down a little bit from where it was earlier.
Yeah, hopefully
really would have been great if right now we started the game.
Absolutely.
Instead of feeling like it was earlier. 1st and 10, Cyclones Double tight I formation, hands it off right side. Cordell puts his head down and gets a nice gain of about 4 or 5.
Hand off to number 5.
Going back to some straight C-gap shoots.
6 on the play, brings up 2nd and 6.
Second and 5. With 7:23 remaining in the game. I formation. Double tight. Fullback gets it. Tries to keep on pumping the legs. Stood up and taken down with about 2 to go. So 3rd and 2 for West Prairie Southeastern.
Number 36, James Landon on the carry, brought down by number 6, Waylon Tucker.
That is 36, James Landon on the rush.
Will bring up 3rd and 2.
3 to 4 yards every time. If honestly, all game they could have been doing this.
36, James Landon on the rush. Don't know if this is a typo or they're having a senior offensive lineman run. 3rd and 2. And Brody Cordell will be able to get in there. I do believe he got in for the first down, but it looks like one of the referees is marking him short. Looked very close. 6:30 remaining in this one.
Hand off to number 5, Brody Cordell.
It does look like we have an injury on the play.
On the play by number 6, Waylon Tucker. And we have a timeout on the field.
So we'll take a quick break and be back. Apologies, I can't seem to find my mouse. Yeah. Where? Why? Why did it disappear? Well, he is up. That is Brody Cordell. He'll be able to walk off here on his own power. 6:20 remaining. They'll get set for a 4th down stand. I guess that's maybe a good thing about having a touch screen is now my cursor is completely gone. We're having a great day if you can't tell with technology issues and rain and cold and pretty much everything. It's a great way to start off autumn.
Could have been a little worse. Could have been an hour drive.
Yeah. It was over an hour drive. It was over an hour drive. Hands the ball off, and he will not be able to get anywhere. They'll be stuffed and set for another offensive drive here with 5:55 remaining in the game.
Stop short on the play.
You know, definitely did not feel like an hour drive getting here, though.
Spartans will take over.
Well, that's because we drive to Galesburg all the time. Pretty much every game up north, every time you have to go in for military stuff, every time you go home.
Yeah, that is very true.
Drive to Gale.
It is a very familiar path, so to speak. So
quite. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. 5:30 remaining here in the game. And that'll be a false start on the right side.
Flag on the play.
So they'll move him back 5 and try it again with 5 minutes remaining.
We'll make it 1st and 15.
1st and 15 now for the Spartans. So they'll set up and probably run the same play.
Whole crew of Cyclones just came in. Looked like they might have replaced the whole defensive line. Just get players rotated, I assume.
You know, get some good reps in varsity. You know, you're going to have to, in a few more years, you're going to be playing, starting in games this cold. You're going to have to get things moving. You're going to have to know how to operate. And that's a long run down the sideline to the 40 and tackled out of bounds.
Number 40, Cameron
down to the 42-yard line with 4:20 remaining in this game.
Shoved out of bounds right about the 41-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
They'll be down to the 41. 1st and 10 for Ridgewood. And that kind of up the front, kick out to the sideline run, that's been there all game for them.
Absolutely. Haven't been able to lock it down defensively on that
Just
play.
a great game for the Spartans overall, able to get pretty much everywhere going. That'll be a handoff ball on the ground. Fumble picked up by Ridgewood.
Fumble on the play, recovered by number
Loss of 2,
2,
so 2nd and 12 with 3:30 remaining in the game.
2nd and 12 for the Spartans.
Well, at least the rain has stopped, at least for now. 2nd and 12. Ridgewood will get set up. Running clock down to 3:10 left in this one. 52-12 your score. I formation. Excuse me, that's single back. Single back, power right. They'll run the sweep, and that's been working for them all game. Gets a gain of about 7, and that's been their go-to two-point conversion play.
Number 6, Waylon Tucker, brought down on the play by number 2, Braden Copeland, and number 6, Mitchell.
3rd
Wilcox.
and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
2:39 remaining. And need about 2 or 3 more plays before they can kneel it out. Third and 5. Underneath. Hands it to the single back. He gets it up close to the first down, and they keep on pushing as he gets past the 30. No. Stopped at the 32. So it'll be 4th and 2. 4th and 1.
Cyclones. He's going to be stopped just short.
4th and 1, 2 minutes remaining.
4th and inches for the Spartans.
Fourth and 1. Spartans, it'll be a QB sneak. We'll try to see if they got a push. It looks like the referee is not going to give it to him. One referee is marked off a little bit less than the other referee. We'll see where they want to meet. And they'll say it will be turnover on down, so Cyclones will get the ball with 1:15 remaining.
Stop short on the play, so West Prairie Southeastern will take over.
They'll take over about the 32-31 yard line. And with 1 minute remaining, we'll probably see about 1 or 2 more plays left in this game. Double tight I formation. Trying to get a player in on the defensive line. A fake sweep. Turns right around, has the sideline, has one safety to beat, and he gets tossed out of bounds.
Excellent fake there.
I bet. I tell you. Instead of, unless that was a misplay, I think that was a great fake. Something they could have ran before they got to 45 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 10 seconds remaining. They will not run a second play. So your final here. And Ridgewood 52-12. That'll be your final. Still do have some more games live on the YouTube stream. If you want to back out onto the channel, we thank you for watching here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.